Hello everybody, I'm John Evans and you're watching another episode of Mid-Mod Money, the show that teaches you how to buy and sell vintage items for a profit. Hey, thanks for tuning into this very special episode. It's the first Monday of the month, which means we give away a vintage treasure at the end of the episode. And I will give a hint. This is the best free giveaway. This is the best item I've given away to date. So you're going to want to be a subscriber and comment on this video, and you will be in the running for next week's free giveaway. So at the end of the episode, I'll show you what you can win. All you got to do is subscribe and comment. There you go. Let's take a look at what we have today. A vast array of vintage treasure that I found in Maryland and Pennsylvania. Indoor flea markets, outdoor flea markets, Goodwills. There's no end to where I will go to find this stuff. All right, first thing I found at the Queen City Indoor Flea Market in Cumberland, Maryland, about 45 miles, about an hour from my house. This awesome lucite, oddly shaped pitcher. Yeah, you could water plants with it, pour drinks out of it. Perfect condition, no chips, no cracks. Now, I believe this is attributed to a designer called H.j Stotter, S-T-O-T-T-E-R, and that's because there were some plastic glasses that go with this that had the name H.j Stotter on them, but this is unmarked, and I've seen other ones unmarked. The cheapest I've seen this on eBay is $26 plus shipping. So it's attributed to H.j Stotter. I believe it to be H.j Stotter. Cool shape, odd design, and awesome colors. I'm going to ask $32 for this because you just can't find them any cheaper online anywhere. And again, perfect condition. Next thing I found also at the Queen City Indoor Flea Market. Shout out to them. I found these trio of brass animals. That's right. Kitty cat. I guess that's also a ring holder. $2. Owl. Heavy, solid brass, $2. And the cat that ate the canary, look at him. He's actually marked England on the bottom. So I suspect this one's a little more valuable, probably closer to $20. I paid 3, 2, and 2. I'm going to ask 15. I'm going to ask 18, and I'm going to ask 10 or maybe 12 for the brass owl. So almost $45 off of 7. Let's get it. Staying in the brass family, I almost couldn't believe I found this. I'll get right here. I found this brass eagle. Yeah, sitting on top of what appears to be the tip of a peanut. No, that's my fiance's joke. That actually looks like a globe or the earth, something like that. This was $2 at Goodwill, $2 at my local Goodwill. I could not believe they only wanted $2 for this, because I think in my booth at the Antique Mall, I'm probably going to get about $34, $35 for this solid brass eagle. Really amazing looking. Very patriotic. All right. Next thing I found in the world of ceramics, I found this. What is going on? Look what I found. This is it's corn. I mean, is what it is. This is a covered dish. $6. $6? $6. I remember asking my girlfriend when I brought this home, I was like, why did I buy this? Can you explain? She goes, well, you love those colors, and it's super weird. So that answers that. I do love yellow and green, and it's friggin' weird. She also went on to say, you know what we should do? We should keep it and put it in our bathroom. Which, you gotta give her credit for being hilarious. This is who I'm going to marry. The woman making corn bathroom jokes. Perfect condition, though. I couldn't put this down. I don't know what it was about this, but I was like mesmerized. This was handmade. I love the fact that the name is on the bottom, made by Frankie with a Y-E. You see a lot of Frankie's I-E. Frankie with a Y-E nailed this. Very well executed corn serving dish. And because it's so well executed and in perfect shape, and the colors, the awesome mid-century colors, I'm looking at probably $25. $25 for the, I can't believe, maybe 24, but at any rate, I paid $6 for it. Nice little profit on the corn ceramics. Now, one of the things I've had before, and I know I'll probably have it again, is this. Does anybody know what this is? Before we continue, can anyone tell me? This is a personal valet. That's right. You put the wallet in here, you put your watch on here, you put your coins in there, and this little wiener dog protects all the things you're going to need when you leave the house. Have them all organized. And I guess, of course, the most famous personal valet, probably the kangaroo from Pulp Fiction. When Bruce Willis leaves his watch, he leaves it on the kangaroo. That's a personal valet. But this was $6.50. I have an interesting backstory with these because my girlfriend, when we first started dating, saw one of these, wanted to buy it for $12, and I was like, psh, don't buy that. I'll find you one at a Goodwill cheaper. And I eventually did, around $3 or $4. Then I found a mini one, which I put my engagement ring to her in on Christmas, so she had to fish it out of the little thing. So I found 3 of these now. They sell for anywhere between $16 and $24. I'm going to ask $22 for this one because it's in perfect condition. I guess this could be used as a planner because it does have holes in the bottom, but that's not its intended use, y'all. This is a personal valet, and pretty valuable, $22. All right, next thing I found at the Braddock Flea Market, outdoor, just yesterday. I found this, you can almost look at this Cabbage Patch bank. The slot for your money is in the slot in the piggy bank. I love that. This is definitely early 80s, although it does not have a date. They were asking $10 for this, and I had already bought $5 worth of stuff off of this person, and I said, you take 7 on the bank? And they looked at each other and said yes. So $7 is all I've got in this Cabbage Patch. There's a huge market of people that collect Cabbage Patch stuff still, and this is in perfect condition, no loss of paint, still got the original stopper. I'm going to ask $24 for the Cabbage Patch bank in my booth at the Antique Wall. How about that? All right, 24 off of 7. Not bad. All right, next thing I found, we did a boho episode a few weeks back. Talked about boho, a lot of wicker, a lot of rattan. That's what this is. Look at this bad boy. This is a Boho Mirror that I found at the Goodwill in Frostburg, Maryland. A little bit of a drive for me, but I was so stoked to find this because it's exactly what you're looking for. No breaks, no cracks. It's in good shape. This stuff like this used to come from Hong Kong and abroad, imports from the 70s. The way to hang it appears to be like this, but I guess you could put your own hanger on there and do it like that. Either way, in my booth at the Antique Mall, it's probably a $34 mirror. $34, 30, somewhere in there, off of $6. Goodwill, $6 to $34. All right, we're down to our last item, you guys. I can't believe it. We sped through this. Next thing I found at the Goodwill in my hometown, which I visit at least twice a day. Sometimes I go there 3 times a day because I live right down the street. I live 2-minute drive. I found this. I saw this sitting there and I was like, holy mackerel. Look at this giant, and I'm going to say it, Hager, Royal Hager. Where's the tag? Right there. Hager. Number, 6051. That's the style number of this. And it has a name. This is Lover's Embrace. This is a vintage, I don't know, probably late 70s, mid to late 70s. I don't think it's 60s, but it's massive, and it's got no chips and cracks. Very stylized with the lines there. Super cool. $5. These on eBay, the cheapest one I saw on eBay was $65 plus shipping. Others were $95, $99 plus shipping. So I believe I could put $79 on this and get it. I do. 75 maybe is the lowest I'll put on this, and I paid $5, so I'm gonna make at least $70 off this giant. Let's see the tag again. Hager, Royal Hager. Beautiful. You don't see stuff like this very often. All right, I paid $43 for everything you saw. $43 American. And when it's all said and done, mostly through my booths at the Antique Mall, $265. $265 off of 43. How about that? And you can do it too. Keep watching my program, Mid-Mod Money, and do your research, watch other resellers, watch Antiques Roadshow. All right, let's get to what you can win. That's why we're here, right? Let's get to what's available for you. And as I mentioned, this is the greatest giveaway I've ever done. I might be losing my mind. I really might. But because I know something's a great giveaway when I want to keep it. And I wanted to keep this, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna give this to the diehards, the Mid-Mod Money diehards. This amazing poodle on a chain being walked by this beautiful lady in a dress. It's got some weird bumpy stuff on there. The chain's connected. You see these usually with 3 dogs, like a mom dog and 3 babies, or cats and 3 babies. This chain is connected. It's the paint is amazing, like the dress, the detail. It's connected on both ends. This is a beautiful, beautiful vintage item, probably late 50s, early to mid 60s, and man, I just love this. This is, if I was at an antique mall, I would expect to see between 25 and $30 on this awesome lady walking her pood. Doesn't get more 60s than the pood. So look at that. That's what you can win. All you have to do is subscribe to this channel and comment on this episode. So that's what's at stake, you guys. Go out there and comment. Thanks for watching. Remember to always round up.